Coca Vision, live at TIDAL. Go in there and subscribe. 3 months free so you can catch these ill podcasts. I gotta say once again, living legend, brother, family, DJ Clark Kent, because he's a DJ before Sneaker Collector, whatever. He is the culture. Then we got the mayor. We don't know what he does for a living. We just know he's filthy rich. And then you got Joe Crack. Coca Vision. Get that.
Well, drug tunnels under the border. Mexican cartels have dug them to funnel their product into our country.
Whenever you're in Dubai, we have a zoo in the house. We got tigers called Tiger and Kylie.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Welcome to Coca Vision, live from the El Chapo tunnels. Y'all know what the fuck this is. We're gonna get some sneaker talk with the living legends, two of the greatest, if not two of, probably the two biggest sneakers collectors on the planet Earth. You know, when I think of...
Three of.
Well, Fat Joe's in there too, but what I'm saying to you is, this is amazing sneaker talk. The legendary DJ, first of all, DJ Clark Kent. Man, I watched so many battles with you DJing. You produced Brooklyn's Finest, Biggie, Jay-Z.
Yeah. Just having
So many accomplishments. And this is the mayor, the biggest shit talker we've ever seen in the history of mankind. And I'm gonna tell you about the mayor. You're gonna think that everything he says is a lie, but it ain't. It's the truth though. I be trying to catch this nigga in the lie so bad and can't catch him. He's definitely talking the truth. And you know, Coca Vision available on TIDAL. You know, if you want to see my podcast and all that, you can get that free 3-month subscription. Go into that TIDAL, and TIDAL, you know, we for the people, you know what I'm saying? So I like to thank y'all. Mayor was already just hanging out with me, and then I got my brother Clark Kent out the house. He lives so far away. We appreciate you. Biggest sneaker moment when you felt like, oh shit, I might be ill.
For me,
Yeah, you.
might have been when Nike came and said, we want you to help us with the 25th anniversary of Air Force One.
That was like, oh shit. That was like winning your Grammy.
Yeah.
You've won many more Grammys since then we could talk about, but that was like a wow moment.
Yeah, because, you know, I was acknowledged by them before, and they always would send me shoes and stuff, and I knew a lot of people within the
For
company.
sneaker collectors to know, we're not bashing the sneaker brands, but it's just so hard for them to acknowledge a sneaker collector, a tastemaker. You know, it's just so, it's a bit of a disconnect.
It can
so
be.
when somebody as big as Nike that's worth 80 billion come to see Clark Kent, you feel like I have arrived on the stage.
I mean, again, they were taking good care of me. I'd been on tours with Puff, been on tours with Jay, so they already were, you know, taking care of me. But then when the 25th anniversary of Air Force One came around, it was this guy damn near.
Clark, let me tell you something. I think you might be the most taken care of guy in the game.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Like, no, we collected. Hold up, yo, Clark, you might be the most taken care of. You take care of me. Yo, Clark, you take care of me.
I'm glad he takes care of somebody.
Yo, he takes care of me.
What?
Yo, Clark, you are taking. All right, let's not. Hold on. Let me not go there. Sneaker collectors, y'all know this shit. The mayor, pound for pound. Let me admit something to the mayor. I didn't know you was that ill in the sneaker game. Even while you was collecting sneakers, even while niggas kept telling me the mayor, I was like, I don't know. I see a lot of IDs. I don't see no real shit. And you have definitely proved me wrong when I scratched at the surface of the stash, where I'm like, oh, he got shit. What's your biggest sneaker moment to this day that made you feel like, I'm the fucking mayor. Cause let me tell you something. Me and him went to high school together.
Mars High School.
People respect you on many, many levels, right? But I believe the sneaker game catapulted you to where niggas know the mayor.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
But not just street niggas. What's your biggest sneaker moment?
You know what's crazy? My biggest sneaker moment to life right now is the fact that I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a rapper, I'm not a DJ, and I get acknowledged with all of y'all.
Crazy.
So my name gets mentioned with the Fat Joes of the world, the Clark Kents of the world, the Greg Streets of the world. Like, when my name gets mentioned with those, you know what I'm saying? It's just like...
What's the biggest moment, pound for pound moment that you said like, yo, I'm ill?
Probably when Nike brought me out to campus and they showed me like...
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Nike ain't never bring me nowhere. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Well, that was my one and done. But
Adidas, nobody brought Fat Joe nowhere yet to this day.
Joe, what's your biggest moment?
All right, I'm gonna tell you my biggest moment. My biggest moment is ill. My biggest moment was when, see, I have to break it down to you in chapters and layers. When I was younger, I grew up so poor, and I just loved to dress. I love sneakers, from Pro Keds to Pumas, down to when Jordan came out. First guy I ever seen wear a pair of Jordans was Mr. Ness Scorpio from fucking Grandmaster Flash. He lived across the street from my grandmother, right? So I never forget when I seen him with the braids on and his outfit was matching the Jordans. I was like, oh my God, right? So I used to hustle. I used to sell drugs to buy sneakers. So I would go flip a couple of grams, go make my sneaker money, buy me my sneakers, but get my re-up and I would literally risk my life on the block every day to hustle for sneakers, right? So now, when I become a rapper and I become famous and I'm getting money, you know, they shoot my cribs, right? And I felt like it was just a must to represent the sneaker culture. And this before the kids was really waiting online and all that shit. True. So to this date, I feel my biggest sneaker moment is when I licked the bottom of the Jordan on the motherfucking MTV Cribs. And now if you went on Instagram or Googled or whatever, there's niggas in China, niggas in Australia, niggas is licking the bottom.
Let me tell you something. You licked the bottom of the linen atmosphere. And I was sick. Because I hated you for that shit. Like I was making fun. That's my favorite sneaker, just like it's yours. That linen atmosphere, Air Force One. Right. So we always go back and forth with that. But yo, when you did that shit, you had me so mad. I'm like, yo, what is he doing?
Nah,
but that was like one of the first real viral sneaker moments ever.
Yeah,
so you get that.
But what I was trying to do was show him that the Jordan, I had that shit for like 8-9 years and I never wore it one time. So I was trying to show these niggas, oh, y'all niggas think I'm just, nigga, I got new shit. So nigga like, damn, that shit 9 years old. That nigga trying to stunt hard. That's like when I jumped in the pool and fucking We Thuggin' video with a sky blue fur on. I was like, yo, how could I just piss these niggas off? Even with the podcast. I'm like, all right, we gonna take it to Chapo, nigga. We gonna go in Chapo in the tunnels. All I'm about is stunting, nigga. I can't even front on you. That's what that's our shit, nigga.
100%.
You got him here. You got him here.
Nah. I threw the biggest guilt trip on Clark. You know, Clark, you were just inviting us to All-Star Weekend. Yeah. Tell us what you're working on with Adidas. It's amazing to me.
What I'm working on is an actual installation and an idea that I would rather, because of the nature of it, leave it between you and I, because when it happens, they'll be able to look at it and go, oh, that shit was crazy. Instead, if I just go, this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? But trust me.
Well, he's doing big things, you know. Big things, you know, with Adidas out in All-Star Weekend.
Yeah. And we'll be there.
Yeah,
and you've done. I feel like both you guys have done so much for this, just for the love of sneaker and the sneaker culture. What are some of the guys you respect? Real niggas, like. Not just let's make people feel happy or whatever. What are some of like one or two of the guys that you've looked at their collection or assumed what they got and you said, yo, this shit kind of ill?
You, my boy, all day, like respectfully, all day got all of us beat.
Yeah.
Like easily, like easily, like all day
I'm not giving up that crown so easy.
You've copped from all day, I've copped from all day, he's copped from all day. We don't cop from each other.
No,
We
didn't.
copped from him.
He's definitely.
He's the guy. Greg
So-
Street.
I was so mad. Hold up, keep the camera. I was so mad because my favorite sneaker is the linen, and I threw out an APB because I had 4 pair, but I wore them all. Yeah. Right? So I was like, yo, who could sell me the linen? I knew niggas had linens out there. Nobody was responding with the linens, B. Nobody. Niggas was like, I had a nigga in Chicago, sneaker collector. He was like, he got 10, but he ain't selling them shits to Fat Joe. This nigga got every sneaker. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel whack because I thought we was like a sorority or some shit. Like,
You have to understand why it's not a sorority.
Just so you know, when you reached out, Clark probably had 4 pair in the stash.
Nah,
And y'all weigh about the
But I
same
had
size.
11 pair before everyone had them. I had them before they came to the United States. You know what I'm saying? So before you got a pair or Mayor got a pair, I had them before everyone because I got them in Japan. But when you look at that and you talk about the sorority thing, it's not a fraternity. It's not, and the reason why is because they think we're cheating.
Well, you guys are cheating.
No,
No, you guys are cheating.
No, listen.
How we cheating?
Nah, the reason why they
You
feel.
want to know why? You want to know how
now
you
we
cheated?
work hard for hours.
I
B.
didn't say you didn't work hard.
No,
I didn't say I
but
work
we
hard.
really go hard to get them sneakers,
Right,
B.
but the cheat code is like the other day when we was in your store and I needed something to go to Dubai and you made that phone call for me. That's the cheat code that even I don't have. So I had to come to you for the cheat code.
Yeah, it ain't a cheat code, man. It's
a cheat code.
respect.
Understand me? We know it's not a cheat code
That's
because
not
we
a
know
cheat
we
code.
work to get to that part. But the thing is, if you look from the outside, if we can't be treating it like a fraternity if the kid from the outside can't do what we can do. And
Well,
that's the reason why they look like
there's
we're
levels
cheating.
to everything, right? I can't sit here and say, damn, Jay-Z got 250 million. I'm mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
But
got
I'm
his
just
money.
telling you why the kids don't look at it.
let me
why
tell you something.
It's not a fraternity.
Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair
Well,
for us.
I respect the kid.
Wait.
Hold on, I respect the kid that waits online to wear his sneaker. But now we can't.
That's all I care about.
We
is if
can't
you wanna
respect
wear
too
it.
much. You know, I know niggas is getting their hustle on, but I watch niggas waiting in front of my store, and I went to SneakerCon, and all them shits was for sale in their booth. Right. Now that ain't the culture.
Nah, not
That's
at
some
all.
niggas getting money. All right, cool, get money. I'd rather you not rob an old lady, but I'd rather the kid who waits online so they can rock their sneakers.
I'm their biggest fan when they do that.
You
Mayor
their biggest
is your biggest fan. When you do that, Mayor's your biggest fan.
So you said Greg Street. You said all day.
Greg Street all day. Shy McBride.
Yeah, I like him.
Gerald. Was it Gerald?
Man X now?
Yeah, Bike Man X. Gerald from the Bronx. That boy's
He's loaded.
like loaded. Like loaded. Loaded.
And then it's like I had a friend tell me.
Gerald's loaded.
I had a friend tell me just yesterday, Buck. Wow. I had a friend tell me just yesterday, like, yo, being that he be around sneakers so much, he ain't really, you know, he don't get wild by sneakers. You still get wild by sneakers, new sneakers that come out and stuff?
Yeah, if I like it, I want it, yeah. But you have to understand, for me, it's not what it is for everyone else, a lot of them. Well, I think it's like for us, it's basically the same. I just want to be fresh. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care if it's something that's like somebody's gonna look at those and go, oh, those are black Air Force Ones with the equality on the back. We're thinking, these is black Air Force Ones, them shit is fresh. Yeah. We want them for that. Like the other kids, they want us so they could put it on a shelf and be like, they got it. Like, remember when the Marty McFly joints came out, the ones that tie on its own. Nike called and was like, do you want to buy a pair from the auction? I was like, I'm not putting them on, so I don't want a pair. And they were confused. And I was like, what are you confused about? They were like, well, everybody wants this shoe. And I was like, if I can't wear it, I don't want it. I want to be fresh. I don't care.
That's why I always get at least 2 pair. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm the triple up, quadruple up.
Yeah. Triple up.
Yeah, he's fronting because like when black cements come out or white cement threes, it's not 3 pairs, it's 11. It's 11.
Yeah, I bought 30 pair of braids.
Who I respect in the game, I mean, obviously, my 2 brothers right here, you, Clark, Greg Street. Wale got an ill sneaker game. Wale got a real ill sneaker game. I meant to say Wale too. His sneaker game Wale got an ill. Wale been around a long time.
Please do not sleep on Fab.
Fab got an ill game.
I know Fab got it.
Understand me. The reason why Fab game is so
I used
ill.
to hate on Fab because we used to wear the same
style.
thing.
The reason why
he you know me. You see me. I'm in the tunnel, fresh to death.
As you should be.
Fab is about the only nigga I see that's a rap nigga that come out every day Instagram ready. That nigga ready whether he sneakers, his coats, his shirts. He takes it really serious. Wale serious
No, Wale's
too.
ill. Wale, I got a
So
lot
you
of
said
I said
Wale-
Wale, Greg Street, you two guys, of course. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, that you can't.
Well, somebody who I found out that was ill, and you know, we're like, whether we don't rub it in niggas' faces, we stay humble. We're like fucking sneaker royalty. I don't give a fuck what these people say, right? Niggas know, don't really go to war with these niggas because they will bring them out on you, right? Boom. So I seen this nigga, Dependable J, and I was like, yo, this nigga got so much shit. So I reached out to the nigga, being a real nigga, and like Fat Joe, a fan, like, yo, my nigga, you got some shit. And he was talking to me almost like talking down, like, yeah, all right, Fat Joe, this, like, he was like, gas, right? So, nah, seriously, he's probably one of the only niggas I ever DM in my life. Right. So I want to big him up because we part of the culture. So he was like, and then, you know what niggas, you know how they say it's always the niggas that think they know you. He kind of like tried to stun on me. So Mike Bibby gave me a Jordan and he told me it was a one of, right? By the way, Mike Bibby got more sneakers than the planet Earth, more than Michael Jordan. Trust me when I tell you. You will fucking jerk off if you walk in his shit.
Listen,
no, listen to me.
Mike asked me to introduce him to somebody. I made the introduction. 3 days later, I got like 40 pair of Mike Bibby Jordans. I know.
Let me go back to the Mike. Let me finish this story. Hold up. Let me finish this story, right? So I hit the nigga and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? We all vibes. I'm like, oh, this nigga on some shit. But like 2 months later, I throw up a sneaker Mike gave me for my birthday. I was like, one of. The nigga threw it up in 3 colors. Nah, this ain't no one of. Immediately, the shoe haters or the culture was like, oh, like they seen shots fired early. Niggas was like, oh shit, this nigga coming after Krills, right? So I turned around and throw another sneaker up. I think it was the Kobe Jordan collabo. He throw one up. Boom, yo, niggas got, it's all right, I'm gonna smash you, nigga. I'm gonna pull out the royal blue, you know, powers that be. Then the nigga hit me up with, well played, Joe. Well played, Joe. Well played. I was like, yo, this nigga trying to play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he got a lot of shit. So, you know, but he tried to test the rocket launcher. Don't do that, man. Don't, yo, don't do that. I'm telling you, man. Nah, don't.
That's exactly why I don't open up my story.
I look at them situations and I think to myself, so what? So what? You feel like you got one on me? Like at any given day, I can call and say, yeah, make Mayor something that no one's ever gonna see. Make Joe something no one's gonna see. And then what they're gonna do? They're gonna say you a cheater. So even if you never won, you would have been called a cheater. You know what I'm saying?
I was at a sneaker battle one time, right? An old school sneaker battle in Miami. And they had an Asian kid, he looked Filipino. And with every sneaker anybody brought out, this nigga was telling the story. So if you bring out a sneaker, he'd be like, yeah, it's when Michael Jordan played the Supersonics, February 18th. It had to be retro kid. Listen. February 18th, Michael dunked over Sean Kemp. I was like, I didn't really want to be on his dick like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, Clark. I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I didn't want to, the nigga, no.
Knowledge gotta come with the best.
Niggas busting some shit out. The nigga had the story for everything. Patrick Ewing with 2 seconds to go. First game he played against, and he spinned and gave him yo, this nigga was like, yo, I could not. Yo, let me tell you something. I love sneakers. I'm a sneaker. I'm sorry, I don't have that. Like, I don't know when the stitching was from the basketball. This nigga had everything you could think. Yo, my nigga, I should have hired that.
But there's a reason. But there's a reason. We come from an era that says we just want to be fresh. And that's what it's about. That's the reason why the name of our crew is ATF. Addicted to fresh. We're not addicted to sneakers. We're addicted to fresh. That's a different thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
When we get fresh, to start with our feet first. Whether you Martian, whether you man, woman, child, Martian.
Anybody call you out and say, yo, I want to battle you, Mayor?
Ain't nobody that stupid.
Nobody.
You want to know why nobody's?
Don't even
you want to know why nobody's that stupid?
Yo, hold on.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait. The only person that only people that they mention when they say, Clark, you should battle, they always go, you should battle Joe. And I'm going with Joe's my friend. Like, they don't, a couple of people have said we should battle Mayor, but I'm just like, he's
Man, you
my
know what,
brother.
that night too, the Filipino nigga was saying all that, I bust out some shits they ain't never see in their life. I bust out the championship, the Derek Andersons. The Derek Andersons, when they won the chip, they had the palm trees, and then they had the fucking 305. Like, it was, they made them a Miami championship sneaker, and I got it from them. And then it said, the shit said Loyal One on the side. So when I busted out, niggas was like, it was no story. I said, let me tell you the story. Derek Anderson won this shit, and he gave me these motherfuckers and this and this and that. It was
story. That's another story.
You know,
The reason nobody would ever step out to try to battle, like, look what we do to each other, right? Clark is notorious for sending me pictures at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning of some shit and be like, yo, wait till you see this. Then I hit them back with the, like, I don't respond with emojis a lot, but then Clark gets the middle finger, then I curse him out, right? And then when you asked me to come through, when you took your shoes out of your display at your store, and you asked me to come through, and I pulled some things out, then you saw.
I need you to bring some sneakers to my store.
Next, I'm taking my shoes out. I need to wear these things.
Come on, bring the sneaker collection.
Right.
My
So I
shit-
pull out the
I'm
suede.
using up
Wait.
NYC.
So-
I have a museum inside the show. The store that the kids really come to see.
They come and take pictures. Every time I'm there, they take
That's
pictures.
cool.
So I pull out the suede Jordan 3s. Right, and Joe just bugs out on him. Like, we're doing an Instagram live, and he's going through the shoes, and he spent like 20 minutes on the shoe. Like, yo, man, for real? And like, nah, like, it is. So like, we do that. You know, you'll send me some. You done that shit too. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You send me some shit, and I'll be mad. But that's what it is. We have fun with each other, man.
I keep looking for the sneaker
It's so
in
much
my
friendly
house,
fun that I enjoy it.
and man, I can't find it.
Your son took it.
He must have, but I got him looking for it.
So
Right?
it's
But
done deal.
he don't wear my size, but it's like, man, I keep going and looking for this shit and shit. I had the Jordan grapes, but with the TS emblem, and the shit was so ill. My nigga, I'm looking for this shit so bad.
You just don't play fair. Like,
I can't find it.
You got TS M&M 4s. I mean, you know, TS 4.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like the
You don't
grapes.
play fair. Don't do that, because you don't
Yo,
play fair. Don't do
yo.
that. Don't do that, man. Stop. Don't
Now
do that.
you got a bunch of
that.
shit.
No, but
Clark.
you know what the shit is about, Clark?
So
Wait.
Clark, what you think is your most exclusive sneaker?
I should have taken 3 hours to answer.
Yeah, like exclusive, nigga. Like suck my dick. I got this one.
I got at least 60 pair of those. Because I got like at least
60?
I got at least.
But what's the one? What's the one that
I can't say what's the one. You know why? Because I really have at least 60 shoes out of the kitchen.
He got this Louis Vuitton leather Air Force
yeah.
One.
I got a-
It's like real Louis Vuitton leather.
Real
But the
Louis
shit about
Vuitton.
Clark is, right, and let me big him up right now, because this is what I do, even though I hate his ass. Clark don't just get the sneaker. He gets this retarded wooden box that weighs 800 pounds, and the shit got his birthday inscribed in it, the day his kids was born, his wedding anniversary. They got all kind of dumb shit on it. And that's what he does, because he's the man. And I hate you.
It's
With
not
all due respect, I hate you.
that. To me, if you're gonna get the ability to work on stuff like that, like make it all the way. And the thing is, it's not for anybody. It's really for my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like when, like really, like I love this guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been friends for a very long time. Like we've been friends. One day, he sees a couple.
you guys are very similar, by the way. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Now that I got y'all both here, I think about it, because you used to come from Brooklyn and shoot dice with us in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? This guy be stepping in parts he don't need to be going into, but he always did it. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm from the hood first. If I can't go to every hood, then something's wrong.
You live in Jersey now.
now you really done went
do
in the
that.
hood.
You live in Jersey?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You can't rep Brooklyn. No, that's the first thing to do.
I'm from Brooklyn, baby.
You know,
All the
Clark-
Brooklyn niggas live in Jersey. Even Biggie lived in Jersey. I let you go. Yeah. Hey, what do you think is your most exclusive sneaker? If you could pick one.
It's 2 of them, and Clark got them both done for me. I got an Entourage Air Force One with my name on it, not Turtle's name. And I was driving back from Canada doing a sneaker show with Greg Street. Clark called me and said, yo, come to Mr. Chow's downtown, I think it was, or one of them joints. And I went downtown, and Clark just literally like on some real shit. In the middle of the night I got there, after driving 7 hours from Canada. Clark handed me the shoebox and just walked away. Ain't say nothing.
He's a motherfucker like that. You know, Clark Kent, man, he calls me up all the time and be like, yo, Joe, send me the address. and he send you shit, and you be like, what the fuck? Yeah.
For real?
Of course.
Wow. That's special.
He does that to me.
That's
Like, he's
special.
so
That's
unselfish.
because you Fat Joe. He's unselfish. Yeah.
That would always
I can
be
name
after you have.
I can name 4 pairs of shoes you didn't give me.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
he
give it
don't
to me
have-
after he has it?
No, I get him last.
He's a
Oh my
fucking
God,
liar.
you saying that
He's
on
a
my
liar.
podcast?
I'm being honest.
Oh, come on.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
Clark.
You know what though? Don't do that right now. Don't you do that right now.
Hey, yo,
because I make sure you get it. You know why? Because you don't see me as much as this guy sees me. Where do you live? You live in fucking Miami. So it's not like my man who lives in Jersey, who I'm like, yo, come through, I got this, or yo, where you at? I got this.
I used
It's
to go to Clark
different.
House to pick my shit up. I ain't
Now
gonna
he know how to do it.
No,
He's a hustler.
no one's better than this guy.
Nobody's better.
No.
What's my middle name?
Like, where's mine? The nigga's nickname is Where's Mine. If I have something and I show it to him, the shit could be broken. Where's mine?
Nah, it's a fight. It's a real fight.
And if he doesn't get it, I'm a piece of shit for 3 months.
We fight.
For
That's how we
months.
brothers. We fight. We
for
fight.
months, B.
Hey, he want to fight everybody. He cursing everybody out on the phone. I gotta thank you both for coming down. This is real shit. We're gonna end it with. I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle, and he has a segment called "When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong." And so, what has ever happened to you in the sneaker community where you felt you kept it real, but it went wrong, and you regret it somehow?
I think here's what happened. When I had to do a project, East versus West project with Eddie Cruz from Undefeated, and there were these dunks that were supposed to come out, some SB dunks that were supposed to come out. Everybody was calling them Gucci dunks. And I went to SB and I said, guys, you're not releasing these dunks? And they were like, no. So I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, for the people, make the dunk, but way better. And it won't be a SB. But what I did was, I took the guts of a SB, I put it in the shoe. I took the black denim, I was like, I don't like black denim on shoes. I made it black, was it ostrich?
You did that.
I made black ostrich skin. I took the red, which was some cheap, the SBs weren't made that well, but I made these like,
Super fuego.
you have to understand, they're the best quality sneaker I ever
But how did it go wrong?
It went wrong because people were like, oh, those are fake Gucci dunks. And I was like, wait a minute. You know what's crazy is, if you took the one I did and sat them next to these resin dunks, you'd have been like, oh, these
They thought
shits
you
are...
jacked them.
No, they definitely was like I jacked them. And the thing is, I did them because they weren't putting them out. And the people were saying they wanted it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to give it to them, but I'm going to make it better. And I made it like way better, like way better.
Keeping it real goes wrong, man.
No.
I could probably tell 10 stories of him keeping it
We're
real.
gonna keep it PG.
Yo, look. Yo, your man right here.
We're gonna keep it PG. We're gonna keep it PG. We got to. We got to keep it PG. So, Mayor loves the kids. We're gonna keep it PG. I had a brand reach out to me and offer me crazy bread to do consulting. I'm gonna leave the brand nameless right now because we do things. They reached out to me crazy. I mean, I came back. And was
The
like,
check was in your face.
check was in my face. And I,
You,
no,
it
and
was like dancing in front
and
of
I'm
you.
trying to talk.
They was dangling this
and I'm
shit
trying
in
to
front of
talk myself out of the check. I told them I want more, and they came back with yeah. I spoke to Clark about it. He said, "Yo, go get it." Da 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 da. I turned them down after they dangled this check in my face because I thought it was going to ruin a relationship with Nike that I never wound up having.
Keeping it real goes wrong.
That shit fucked me up forever.
My biggest keeping it real go wrong without saying names because I don't want to be sued was ever partnering up with a crook on a store. You know, I used to see the kid with sneakers. He was in the sneaker community. I don't know why nobody ever told me he's a thief, he's a crook, he's a whatever. And I liked the little kid, and I was around him for a year. Nobody ever told me, yo, this nigga's a crook. Nobody put me on like, yo, this nigga's a crook. To after the fact. So then, you know, I'm stuck. I open this store, and then, you know, I'm trying to go all out because now we can't fail. We do everything to not fail. But this nigga hurting me. He's, you know, he's stealing all type of shit. You know, we had to survive a Christmas. It was Christmas, and the Space Jam came out. We had like 300 pair. The nigga diverted it to his address. And this nigga's telling me he's in Flight Club with 300 pairs of sneakers. So all this shit going on, but at the same time, I ain't gotta let the public know. We literally had to go to other fucking stores and buy 2 pair of Space Jams from niggas on the line two times, so that when the doors open, we at least had like 28 pair of Space Jams. This is where keeping it real goes wrong. Coca Vision, live at TIDAL. Go in there and subscribe. 3 months free so you can catch these ill podcasts. I gotta say once again, living legend, brother, family, DJ Clark Kent, because he's a DJ before Sneaker Collective, whatever. He is the culture. Then we got the mayor. We don't know what he does for a living. We just know he's filthy rich. And then you got Joe Crack. Coca Vision. Get at it.